Hello everyone, welcome to Codegats. And today in this session, we will discuss the implementation of the part of the Python topic list comprehension. So let's start. We'll mention the topic list comprehension. List comprehension in Python. So what is the list comprehension? Let's start with the definition. So list comprehension provides a concise way to create list in Python. Python, and it's shorter, readable, and more Pythonic than traditional loop. Pythonic than traditional loops. Okay, so this is the definition of list comprehension, and the basic syntax is expression for item in iterable and if condition. This is the syntax, and here expression means what to do with each item. What to do with each item. Then is the iterable, which can be a list or range or vector. And then is the condition, which is optional, as mentioned here, optional, which means to filter which items to include. Filter which items to include. This is the syntax and the meaning of each word which you are using the syntax, that is the expression, what to do with each item. Iterable is the list, can be arranged, etc. And conditional is conditional. Condition is optional, which means that we can filter which items to include. I will start with the example part. Now suppose I want to create a list of numbers from 1 to 5. Create a list of numbers from 1 to 5. This is our task. So while doing this comparison, I will mention a variable name number, and here x for x in range 1 to 6. As we want to create a list of numbers from 1 to 5, we'll mention all the 6 here. So 1 to 5 will be printed. I will see how it looks. We'll print the number. So we got the number starting from 1 to 5, and we have created a list. So this is a simple example for list comparison. Now in second example, you guys can also create a larger list where range would be maximum. So I have to create a list of numbers from 1 to 100, and I have to mention here 1 and comma 101. Now second example is you have to do square of number from 1 to 5. Okay, so square of number from 1 to 5. This is the dark. So first of all, we'll mention the variable square, the expression. So what we have to do in the list, x into x, that is a square, and we'll mention for x in range 1 comma 6. Now see how the output looks. So starting from 1, the square is 1. For 2 we have 4, 3 we have 9, 4 we have 16, and 5 we have 20. So in this way we can do square. Now you guys can do cube also using the same. Just we need to make the cube expression, and for x in range of 1 to 6, or whatever you want number from 1 to 100, if you want, you can do it. Now the third topic would be we want even number from 1 to 10. So how we'll do? Let's see. Third is even number from 1 to 10. Okay, so we'll mention the variable name even, and we'll mention the expression for x in range, that is the iterable from 1 to 11, and we'll mention the condition, if condition, that if x divisible by 2 equal to 0. As we print even, we get the even number from 1 to 10, starting from 2 to 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. And as you notice, the syntax is similar as we have created here. First of all will be the expression for item in iterable and if condition. Iterable is our range and expression is here. That is x for x in range of 1 comma 11. If x is divisible by 2 equal to 0. Now similarly we can do for odd numbers also. So I will mention odd and x for x in range comma 11 and I will mention the if condition. If x divisible by 2 is not equal to 0 and by this expression or if condition we will get the odd number. So we'll see. So we got the odd number starting from 1 to 10. That is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now I will mention this for odd here. Odd number from 1 to 10. Okay. Now next will be I want to convert characters to uppercase. Suppose I have a string and I want to convert the characters of each text into an uppercase. So how we will do that? We'll see. So convert character to uppercase. Okay. Now suppose I have a text here in Python. Okay. And I want to convert this. This is now in lowercase. I want to convert it into uppercase using this comprehension. So what I'll do, I'll take a variable uppercase and here I'll mention the expression that is char dot upper for char are iterable. That is the text. I'll see how it look upper char. So we got each letter in uppercase. Similarly, we can do for lowercase too. Using same, just we have to mention we have text Python in uppercase. We'll just mention char dot lower for char in text. Simple example. You can practice this example on your own Google Colab. Now the next topic is filter vowels from a string. Okay. Next topic is filter vowels from a string. Our text is suppose hello world. Okay. Hello world. Hello world. And we'll mention a variable name of vowel. We'll mention char for char in text. For char in text, the iterable, and we'll mention the if case. If char in vowels will be A, E, I, O, U. And when you print our vowels, sorry, we get the vowels which are present in the text, right? As you guys understood up till now here, so starting from even number, odd number, square, creating a list, and converting the uppercase, lowercase to uppercase, filter vowels from a string. So this is how we can use list comprehension. Now what if I want to double each number in a list? Okay. The next example is double each number in a list. So we'll first of all have a list which is named as a num variable from which we have values 1 comma 2 comma which we have 3 values. I want to double each number in a list, so I'll create a variable named double and I'll mention the English comprehension my first of all expression and into 2 for and in the iterable, that is the num. And when I print it, we'll see what the result we get. So what we have got here, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, and 3 into 2, 6, right? So doubling is what we are creating the doubling the number with whatever numbers there. So 1 into 2, we got 2, for 2 into 2, we got 4, and 3 into 2, we have got 6. Yes, n is the number here. N is 1, n is 2, and n is 3 for each number. Now we'll create a list octuple, and in that list, we'll have basically a number and its specific square. So how we can do that? Let's see. We want to create a list, first of all. Create a list of tuples. So inside list we will have tuples, where in each tuple we will have number and its square. I want to do. For example, suppose we have 2, then we will have its square with it. Suppose we will have 3, then we will have in this list. Now we'll create a variable named square. Okay. First of all, we'll mention the variable. Now the expression will look like this: x comma and second number would be its square. So x for x in range 1 comma 3. So for each number, for 1 we'll have its square in each tuple, we'll have 2 square in each tuple along with 2. So we'll see how it looks. Square. So for 1 we got the square 1, 2 for 2 we have 4, for 3 9, 4 16 and 5 25. So this is a simple way. Instead of creating a much more code of line for creating a simple task, we can use the list comprehension. In just one line of code, we can execute the task. Now, what if I want to remove spaces? Suppose in the task here, what I want to do? I want to remove spaces from a list of. Okay. Now, for that, I will create a list. Suppose we have hello, we have space, we have space world, then we have space Python. Again. Okay. Now we have multiple spaces in this list and I want to remove these spaces from this. So we'll use the list compression starting with the variable name as strip and we'll first of all mention the expression here. We want to strip it. We want to remove the unwanted spaces. So w strip for w in word. And I will print the strip. So now the previous spaces which are available in the list are totally removed by using the strip. This is the expression and this is our iterable. Quite simple. Hope you guys are on the same page. Yeah, no hurdles anywhere. Let's continue. Now the next task is we have to convert the list of strings into integer. What do you have to do? We have to convert list of strings to integer. So we can do that. First of all, we'll have a list which will contain string values. So suppose we have 1, then we have 2, we have 3. Now these are string values in this. I want to convert the string values into integer. So what I'll do, I'll create another variable, a main top num, and here first of all I'll making the list comprehension technique using the square bracket. Now we'll have the first of all the expression int of n for n in array table. That is the here. Okay, and when I print it, int of num, we'll see what happens. So we got the string into integers using the list comprehension. This is the expression and this is the iterable. Where you can use different examples. You can convert string into float values. You can convert float values into string or into integer. You can try multiple examples. Here you can include multiple examples and see how you can script that. You can include multiple spaces here. Instead of I have just given here one space. Here you can create a cube for a list of tuples, right? Here we have double, you can triple it, you can square it, you can create cube. So simple examples and you can practice in the Google Colab. Guys, always remember practice is the key while learning Python because just not just looking at the video and seeing quite easy to see and understand how it is going, but we need to practice, then only we'll get the hold of it, right? So let's move on with the next part. Now next is I want to flatten the list, flatten a 2D list. Suppose I have to flatten a 2D list. Now what is the 2D list? Let's see here. So we have list in this. So 1 comma 2 is the value in there and we have 3 comma 4. So this is a 2D list and what I have to do, I want to flatten it. I want to remove this. I want to convert this 2D list into simple dimensional or 1D list. So for that we will mention a variable flatten equal to then num is our expression num for num for who sorry num for who in matrix are iterable num for row in matrix for num in row for num in row. Now we'll see what actually flatten list looks like. Flatten. Okay. So we have converted the 2D list into a simple one dimension list. Simple list. Sorry. This is the expression num for row in matrix. And matrix is our iterable and again we have shown for num in row. Using the simple expression or simple list comprehension, we can convert this 2D list into a simple list. Likewise, you can flatten a 3D list also and convert this into single dimension list. Now, next example, I want to get word with more than three letters. With more than three letters. This is the task, and we'll see how we can execute it. So we'll name a variable name word where we'll have different types of words in our list. We have hi, suppose we have then hello, and suppose yes, and Python. Okay. So each word has different length here, and we'll see how we could get words which have more than three letters. Now, as you can see, words which have more than three letters are hello and Python. So we'll see how we could get those words. So we'll make a long word. Long word is equal to the expression W for W in word are iterable if length of W is greater than C. If you are able to execute it. So this was our expression, this was our iterable, and this is our if block where we have mentioned that our length of word should be greater than 3. So we got the hello and Python word which have more than 3 characters of 3 letters. Now you guys can include multiple examples here and ask for different conditions. Suppose I want only word which has 2 letters or more than 5 letters or less than 3 letters or more than 4 letters. Different examples you can execute by taking a reference of this example. Okay. Now moving on. Suppose I have a list here, okay, and we have different values in list. Suppose we have positive numbers and negative numbers also. What I want to do, I want to replace this negative numbers with 0. So next task is replace negative number with 0. Okay. Now we'll have a list which will have a positive as well as negative number. Suppose we have -1 and we have 2 and then we have -3 suppose. Then we have 4. Now what I want to do, I want to replace this negative number with 0. So for that we will have the list compression method. We will mention a variable name replace and we'll mention x. If x is greater than 0 or else 0 for x in number. That is it, our iterable. So if our x is greater than 0, then we don't have anything to do or to make any changes. But if our x is less than 0, now for x less than 0 is what we have? We have -1, we have -3. And what we are trying to do? We are replacing it with 0. So else 0 for x in number. Now we'll see how it looks. So the negative numbers have been replaced with 0 using list comprehension. Now for your practice, you can replace positive numbers with any number you want and see how it works. You can replace the float number or you can replace the what you can say any string value with any value you want to mention. So we can have multiple examples using this reference example. Now what if I want to reverse strings in a list? If any string values are present in our list, I want to reverse those things. So for example, I want to reverse string in a list. This is the task if you want to achieve. Now we have a list with variable name and I have suppose John, I have Jane. Okay, so these are the two string values in our list. I want to reverse their name or reverse this string. So what I'll do, I will mention the variable reverse name and then I will mention the expression that is the name or name where I mention the format of the what we can say index slicing basically, and I will with slicing I want to reverse the strings in the list. So for that I'll just mention for name in our iterable. Okay, and I will mention the variable reverse name. So we have replaced the string. For example, we have replaced the character in reverse direction. So starting with N, H, O, and J. And for Jane, we have E, N, A, G. Now we'll see what is the use of this. You guys may have question how it is working. So what I'll do, suppose I'll mention a variable N equal to suppose Virat. What I will do, so it has reversed the elements or the characters in the string. So same expression we have used here to reverse the characters of each word in a list. Hope you guys are getting this, what we are trying to see or understand, how we can use this comprehension for a task and with a single line of code, how we can execute the multiple tasks. Now next is, we'll see with if else condition, this comprehension with if else condition. So next is this comprehension with if else, with if else. Now suppose I want to see the even and odd. So first of all, we'll mention the expression. First expression is even if x divisible by 2 equal to 0, right? Or else we'll print odd for x in range of comma. Okay. Now we'll see what results we get. Now starting with the number 1, is it divisible by 2? So it is an odd number. So what we got? We got odd here. For 2 we have even. For 3 we have odd. For 4 we have even. And for 5 we have odd. So in this way we can use the compression for using if else to check whether a given number starting in the range of 1 to 6 is even or odd. Quite simple to understand. Now you can guys replace this even by something else or by something else while practicing Google Colab, and multiple examples can be created by referring this example using if else. Now, what if I have a string value, and in that string value I have integer value also, and I want to extract the digit or the integer with from a string. So we'll mention the type first of all. What I want to do, I want to extract digit from a string. Okay, I want to extract digit from a string. So first of all, we'll mention the string here. Suppose we have a string here named suppose A1, B2, C3, and I want to extract only digit. That means I want to extract only 1, 2, and 3 from this string. So we build the list comprehension. So digit, you want the digit, so digit variable, and the expression char in char of for carrying char in our retrieval, that is s, if char is digit, if digit. Okay, now we print the digit. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so here we have to make for. What we got? We got only the integer values from the string value. Whatever the digits were present, we got the digit value or the integer value from the. This way, you can also extract string only values, or if I have different examples where I have multiple float values or numeric values. So we can now here I can use digit is numeric, and suppose instead of is digit I use is numeric, is numeric. See what we get. We got the same value. Are you getting guys? Yeah. Now next task would be uh to filter out the empty string. So next is we have to filter out empty string. Okay. Now we measure the list first. Suppose we have apple, then an empty string. Another would be banana, then another empty string. I want to remove this. So what I will do, I'll mention a variable name filter. Okay. And w for w in our retrieval, that is the word, and condition would be if w. Okay, I'll print it and see how it looks. Filter. We got only non-empty strings, that is the apple and banana. Rest all the empty strings have been removed. Now next is, suppose I want to the list of even square. Okay, I want the squares of the number which are only even. So what would be the compression for that? Let's see. Next is list of even squares. Only I want squares of even number. So I'll mention the variable name even square. Okay. And first of all, I will mention the expression. I want square for x in our retrieval, that is the range from 1 comma 11. And I'll mention this condition. If x is divisible by 2 equal to 0, then only I want to square it. Okay. So then I will print the even square. What we got here? So even numbers starting from 1 to 10 are 2, 2 square is 4, and we have 4 square, and we have 6 square, and we have 8 square, and then we have 10 square. In this way, we can create list of even squares from the range 1 to 10. Now, what if I want to convert uppercase, I want to convert lowercase to uppercase word which are only, which length of these words are only less than less than or equal to 2. So our task is we want to do uppercase of only short words. Short word, so what I have mentioned the condition whose length is less than or equal to 2. Okay. Now suppose we have a variable named words and we have a list where we have multiple words. Hi, hello, two, suppose two. Then we have world. Okay. And I want to convert the letters or the word to uppercase which length is less than or equal to 2. So for that I will mention the variable short upper, and I will mention w dot upper, that is our expression upper for w in word. If length of w is less than or equal to 2, these are equal, this is our if block, and we'll see if it works or not. So in this list, which words do you think are less than or equal to 2, high and 2? And that has been converted into uppercase using list comparison. Hope you guys understood, and there are no hurdles or planning this part as they are quite simple. Now you can try different examples here and see how it works using list comprehension, and we'll see summary of all the things which you have learned now. Now first of all, we have seen, I'll mention that the summary, and for simple loop, what condition we were using? Anyone remember? We were using x for x in list, right? X in list. So the our simple loop. Then with condition how you are using x for x in list. Suppose x for x in list. That is a iterable. If x is greater than 5. This was the condition. And what about with if else? So with if else, that is the both block. So we were mentioning that x for x in, sorry, x if x is greater than 5, else 0 for x in. This was using the if else. And for nested loop, what we had nested loop, we had converted a 2D list into a simple flattened list. So what we had used there, x for row in matrix, right? Do you remember? For row in matrix, for x in. This is the summary and the different syntax we use for different condition for simple loop, with condition, with if else, and nested loop. Practice more, guys. Practice is very important while learning Python. That is the only key to understand Python and have a good hands on Python. So we have finished this topic, that is the list comprehension. And if any queries or any problems you are facing, you can what we can say, talk to me in the next session and we'll discuss it. So see you guys in the next section, and bye.